Hey, welcome into Unpaid Lunch. Hey, we really are just got Ryno here and Andy P hanging out with me. We really just wanted to bring you guys a little bit of something extra, just because we're humbled by how many views we've got, and really it's awesome that you guys are checking us out every week, and we love that. Just so thankful, man. Can't thank you all enough, really. It's awesome. Yeah, when we're really just hanging out and wanting to just talk shit about stuff, and it really works out that you guys love it.
People really don't understand like what we're doing here. Like I come in 90% of the time with ball shorts that have like a hole in the crotch. Dusty's wearing this weird like bathrobe that looks
I'm barely wearing clothes.
Shell, barely wearing anything. Andy's usually the most well put together of all of us. He always looks stunning.
I've always just came from somewhere else.
That's what it is. So, like, we came here and we're like, hey, let's just start creating content and see if we hit a niche for people, see if anything happens. And I think we would have all been tickled to death with like 5 downloads.
I don't care if anybody listens.
Yeah, we really started out. We just wanted to do it just to, as a creative outlet, I guess, more than anything.
I just like to hear myself talk.
I mean, I'm the same way.
It's not hard for you. You just talk.
Yeah, I just talk.
It just reverberates back to you in time.
The echo catches me.
Yeah, I have a hard time accepting compliments, not because, whatever, it's just because I'm not a human. So sorry if you've ever walked up and said, hey, that's awesome. And I just kind of looked at you like, I don't know what to do with my hands.
Yeah, I don't.
He's the registered introvert of the group.
Yeah.
I'm very appreciative.
It all plays there.
It all sits with me, and I appreciate every single one of those compliments. But really, I just kind of sit here and look pretty,
He does look pretty.
He looks phenomenal.
He is prettier than we are. It's annoying.
Yeah. It's like body fat index or whatever it is, too. It just really makes you just look like...
It's depression. It's not diet or anything. It's just...
We look
Sad
like
boy
my body
season.
consumes itself. It's fine.
the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters. That's what me and Dusty looks like. Just a blob sitting next to each other. It's fantastic.
Well, now I feel like shit.
Side effect of being a sad boy.
Like we go home every day. Like I think y'all think I'm going home to take my anxiety medication because I think I'm dying, but it's actually just because I'm depressed because he looks so pretty.
Because he's so much prettier. I got to do a podcast. This fucking beautiful fuck.
My head's not going to fit out of this room now.
And then you got a giant head like us now.
Fit in.
One thing that we kind of talked about, with work, and I think this is tried and true. When you do something successful at work, what do they normally do for you?
Pizza.
That pizza is coming, right? So it's you don't get a raise, you don't get paid time off, you don't get any of that shit. You're going to get a couple of slabs of pepperoni thrown in your face, right? That's just by and large the nature of it. So that's kind of what we started thinking about is like celebration. Should we get a pizza? Should we eat it right here and just like get grease all over the mics and everything? I think we opted not to do that, but it kind of brought up a conversation. I thought this would be an interesting topic.
I don't think I decided not to have pizza.
Yeah, I was not a part of that conversation.
Was that a fucking decision? What are you talking about? What are you?
Do you have any pizza in the freezer?
I don't know. I was just sitting here thinking, did we? I didn't. I don't remember.
What happened with it.
I feel like I would have said yes to pizza.
Oh, well, that can be next time.
We will have pizza.
We'll save that for 5,000.
Yeah.
We'll do the pizza at 5,000.
We're doing that for 1,100.
Hey, I'm fine with that. Somebody hit that refresh. Let's go get some freaking Hunt's Brothers pizza right now. So just the celebration food topic and everything, it kind of reminisces back to the very first episode where we kind of started talking about if you're getting fed at work, bad news is coming. Well, the other way around on the complete flip side of that is sometimes you get fed at work because you're trying to impress people that are there on site. So we had some corporate visitors this week. So naturally the food comes out, right? Thing is, the preparation...
Was it better food than normal?
It was an attempt at bougie food.
Yeah.
This is the best way to put it. Have either of you ever heard the term, or terms, I guess you say it's multiple words, elevated chicken?
Aren't most of them?
Like, I don't even know what the fuck that means.
So like they're all elevated.
Like is elevated chicken like fancier than like chicken nuggies from McDonald's?
I think
is it like
Oh man, you know what's elevated
Free-range
chicken?
chickens. What?
Fiesta lime chicken from Applebee's.
See,
That's,
that's what I'm thinking.
elevated
It's up
chicken.
there,
Yeah, it's
Next
way up
level,
there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it just like on a higher shelf than the other chicken? Like, that's what I'm trying to understand. So that's what's been explained the entire week. Like, one day we get hot dogs, hamburgers. It was freaking amazing. Okay. Like, I'm all about some Robo's hamburgers. Shout out Robo's. Robo's hot dogs. You
Shout out
cannot.
them footlong hot dogs.
Oh my God. So instead of having,
Staple.
let's
go.
So instead of getting that again, we are told we're getting elevated chicken. So a food truck comes in.
Good.
We're all really excited about it. And then all of a sudden, slowly, as we approach 1 o'clock when the food is coming, the truck's been out there for a couple hours. Everyone's kind of confused. Just a cloud of doubt hits the whole entire production floor. And I'm going to blame all of this on Zach. Zach, I know you listen from time to time. This is your fault, you asshole. So he immediately starts a panic.
Well,
No,
no punches.
It's a very nice me calling him an asshole, and he'll know the context. But he starts like basically telling everyone that it's going to be chicken nuggets, just straight up chicken nuggets. This is supposed to be an elevated chicken all week long. Now it's nuggets.
I would if you served me just chicken nuggets, that'd be awesome.
Well, here's the concern: everybody's starving. It's at 1 o'clock at this point, and they're like, "Is it like a 20-piece? Do we get 5? How many nuggies are we getting here? Like, what are we talking about?"
Do you have any shaped like dinosaurs?
Oh yeah, dinos. Dino nuggies are good.
Dino nuggets are phenomenal.
That's like you don't love them. The air fryer.
Yeah, I love chicken compressed into any form. I don't care. It's give it to me.
Elevated.
We got to elevate it though. So as we approach 1 o'clock, instead of everyone just going out lining up, we start getting like what looks like JV varsity, like old school movie tickets. It's like, here's your redemption ticket to go get your food. I'm like, this just feels weird.
Oh no.
This is going to go miserably. So at 1 o'clock, we go outside. Any traditional food truck, do you go out and place your order and come back and pick up the food later, or is it first in, first out?
First in, first out, right? Like it's
That's what you would think, right?
law of the jungle.
So we've got about 150, 175 people on site. Nobody's waiting on their food as we're waiting on this line. So we start progressing through the
Everybody's just
line.
scattering after the line. After the
Everybody's walking back to the front door. And I'm all kinds of confused. We get up to this truck and come to find out they're taking all 100 plus God knows how many freaking orders first, then preparing the food, and then telling people to come back out and get it.
Also, they've never worked in food service.
So it feels like things you can do in a job are accept a job that's probably too big for you, actually.
So here's the issue. This person has a catering background.
Well,
So
sure, but they're in a food truck and not a catering kitchen.
So that's the problem. They're literally trying to cater for 150 people, but you're already there, and you've got like this angry militant
and the food
mob.
wasn't pre-cooked. Like they didn't have any. Chicken food trucks usually have the chicken like
No.
cooking, like ready to order, but it's firing off.
That's
Like
why I'm confused. Like, why don't you take the orders and give people the food at
Yeah.
the same time as it's being?
So there's a lot of
prepared?
discussions because I'll get to that part here in just a moment. But we do feel like the chicken was kind of bold, like that type of preparation, and then they started moving on from there. Your options were chicken, which would be just normal chicken strips,
elevated,
elevated honey hot
elevated
chicken strips,
Yeah,
or hot honey. I'm sorry, or Nashville hot elevated. The issue is about 20 orders in, hot honey's gone, deflated.
Shouldn't have elevated it.
It's not elevated. That's deflated.
Not there.
So, we're going through all of this, and then there's fries. So you can either have just normal French fries or these really fancy sounding fries. It's like garlic parmesan with like truffle oil and all this shit.
Oh, it's literally just French fries with salt on them.
Oh, we get up there. These are
Salted
straight up
fries.
Sam's Club freaking crinkles. Like gigantic ass 6-pound bag or something
Yo,
like that.
I love crinkle
I'm all
cut.
for it if prep
If you
right.
get them, also.
So we see someone come out with a rolling cart and pick up the first 4 orders like 35, 40 minutes into this. It's like 1:40 at this point. And what's terrifying is, you have all of this sidewalk, and then right in the middle of it is just a grass patch. They start pushing these 4 diners through the grass patch, and it rears up. I'm like, oh, God.
Hey, probably the same hole that you fell in.
Probably the same hole I fell in.
Like, we're 30
What
or
an
40
asshole.
minutes into this, and we're literally about to watch some parm fries with that magnificent truffle hit the ground. Okay?
Ate it out of the fucking.
I would have.
No longer have been elevated.
No. So we all go up, we place our orders, and as we get back inside, I meet my boss, who just looks like she's been like mule kicked in the face. She's so pissed off. And I'm like, what's wrong? And she immediately says, I don't want to hear anything about the food truck. We're already pissed off. We're already taking care of it. I'm like, well, I mean, I just placed my order at like 125. Are you saying we're having problems? She said, right now they're quoting a 2-hour wait to get your food. I'm like, do fucking what? 2 hours? How elevated is this chicken? Like, what the fuck is it in like a hot air balloon at this point? Like, what is going on? So naturally, when all else has failed and you have a huge mob of people that are starving and you don't know when they're going to get their chicken, what do? By God, you order that fucking pizza.
Hell yeah.
That
Go back to
pizza.
Old
The
Faithful.
pizza.
The fucking pizza. And like, listen, I've really taken strong stances.
Was
in
it from the good
past.
place?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I've taken a lot of stances in the past about treating employees to pizza, about how it being a Band-Aid fix. This was like the fucking bat signal.
They
in the
stitched
sky.
that shit, yes.
So 4 diners are in at this point. We call in and place an order for 25 pizzas. All right. Order is placed, cooked, prepped, and delivered and being served to people on the floor before the 5th fucking chicken dinner hits the floor.
That's disgusting.
Like, how bad is that?
Man, if I wait 3 hours on chicken, it better, like,
Gordon fucking Ramsay better be fixing.
yeah, if I don't, yeah, if
I
I
want
don't,
him screaming at me while I'm eating it if I'm
Yeah.
waiting for 3 hours.
I'm not going to be happy.
In Hell's Kitchen.
So 25 pizzas hit the floor. Not enough. Like, not nearly enough.
Because nobody's eating anything else.
Because no one's eating fucking chicken.
They thought by the time they got pizza there, people would
I,
have
I
chicken.
feel like I've dropped like 50 F-bombs already, but I'm really passionate about this because I didn't get my chicken.
you
but
boys
we'll get there.
passionate. You boys passionate about it.
I'm mad. So at this point, they're like, okay, we need like 25, 30 more pizzas. Mind you, another order was placed, cooked, prepped, delivered again before the 9th dinner hits the floor. And at this point, they're not even trying to like, here's your plate, take some pizza. They're like, who wants a whole box of cheese? Like they're frisbees, a freaking pizza boxes going all over this place. Everyone that's ever talked shit about getting pizza at work are like salivating.
Sure.
Like,
It's better.
we look like a bunch of meth heads in that place. Just like,
Yeah.
give it to me now. Like, it was the greatest day for pizza in my life.
Yeah, I could see how that would make the difference.
I have to leave at 4 o'clock to get my son to baseball practice. Later on that afternoon, one of my friends who was in line with me messaged me and said, I just want to let you know that I got a message a moment ago that they tried to serve us our food at 6:07. We ordered at 1:25.
I don't know, as a food truck, when you don't just give up, like, it was paid for, right? By the company.
At 5 o'clock, he tried to leave.
It's like basically had an order to fulfill.
Tried to balance. Just
He tried to leave at 5 o'clock.
Oh, and didn't have the orders fulfilled?
No. Like, came in
Solid
and tried to
smooth
bounce.
shit.
Yeah.
It was like, basically said we were eating into their stock and supply for what they were going to serve on Friday.
Sure.
I'm like, bro, we paid for this. Like, there's people in here waiting for it. Like, and tried to bail. So I had to go back out and get all the rest of the orders and bring everything in.
Well, yeah, whoever had to account for how many people, at least close to it.
Well, they had that many tickets. Like, we pre-ordered.
Oh, right.
So you know how many orders you are accountable for at this point.
You're in a successful catering company?
I've been to a couple weddings that they catered for, and the food was phenomenal.
well, shit. If you've got 8 hours to fix it,
That's the
Right.
problem.
Yeah.
you know, like,
It's a different game.
They're
right?
running their business like they're still setting up for this big, huge event instead of like 130 people standing in line looking at you brainless, because that's how we failed.
it comes down to not having experience in actual food service. Like,
Yeah, that's what it feels
customer-facing,
like.
in person.
Yeah, because catering's different. You're behind the scenes. Everything's behind the scenes.
Here's my ultimate
control
problem. Though,
everything.
is
You control
the
the
person literally worked in a call center before, so has
many
had to
people?
deal with food trucks and things in the past. So like, what the hell? Like, it blows my mind. So it's like 3.5, 4 hours later at this point, right? I get let know that my food's, finally showed up. So we started kind of having like running jokes and conversations like, what's this person's Facebook page going to look like later when the review starts?
Oh, yeah.
You're going to have like 130 like zeros, like screw
Yeah,
this
that's
company.
bad.
And then you're going to have one person that's like just 5-star reviews out the friggin' ass. Why? Because nobody was still at work to get their dinners, and they went home with like 6 months worth of chicken.
God.
Somebody just went over there like gangbusters, man, like freaking like all the bags of chicken.
We finished all these chicken dinners. Is there anybody here to get them? There's like 2 dudes who are closing.
It's like it's Christmas. It's elevated chicken Christmas.
They ate 10 elevated chicken dinners like until closing.
So here's where I love my coworkers, right? So a lot of, avid listeners, these people, we definitely attribute 100%, these 1,000 downloads and things like that to you guys. But I also love where your minds are.
100%?
I would say a large portion of these guys are definitely, like, listen, this is all I talk about all day long at work, period. But I will say this is fantastic. They had taken a dinner and stuck it in the fridge. So we started like kicking around the idea. I was like, man, I didn't even get to try it. And they're like, you know what would be really good for content? We got one back there in the fridge. I was like, no shit. They're like, let's go warm it up and try it. So all of a sudden, there's like 4 or 5 of us around eating this elevated Nashville hot chicken.
I don't think we can call it elevated anymore.
It's not
If you
elevated.
microwaved it.
Like, here's the thing.
Those microwaves are good, though.
They are. They're legit.
Fucking
You gotta be
awesome
careful.
microwaves,
Just
yeah.
fucking turn
I
your
will say
food into
this, that chicken
molecules.
was not bad. Like 24 hours later, it's sad that I had to wait 24 hours to eat said elevated
Well, sure, it
chicken.
marinated.
But it was good. Oh, it was so greasy though. Like you'd pick up a tiny piece. Well, I won't say tiny piece. These chickens, no wonder it took so long. They were like legitimate chicken breasts. They were so big. You couldn't even call them strips. So that's what was taking so long. It took them that long to cook because of how big they were.
Sure. Elevated.
So we started eating that and some of the, Parmesan fries and stuff. It was actually not that bad. Would I call this Nashville hot? No.
Hey, bro, let me tell you.
They carry some fucking
That carries
weight.
with us. That carries some weight, right? Because we've been to Nashville 5 times now.
It's almost exclusively for barbecue and chicken.
We
and we have
we've
a
eaten,
friend that we go.
You know how many
with,
different
but,
places we've eaten in 5 trips?
I can only imagine.
No, 2.
Yeah, the same chicken.
So you found like
Yeah, we eat at Hattie B's.
you found the grail.
Right, we eat at Hattie B's, which is Nashville hot chicken, and it is. Think of the best possible Nashville hot chicken you could. Okay, think about it. It's better than that.
Put it on a sandwich.
Yeah.
We started making jokes and started calling this big
Shout out
Stone
Hattie
Gap.
B's.
Hattie B's.
And peg leg porker though, man. Peg leg porker is where we eat the barbecue when we first get there, and we eat so much barbecue
I'm
that
hungry.
we're super sick.
My
It's
mouth is
honestly
watering. Can we
you
go?
can't even the place is good when you walk in and all the chairs are different. Like all the chairs are
Oh
different.
yeah.
And you walk up and it's not like great customer service. Like you just walk up and you tell them what you want and they're like, all right, fucking move. And you scoot over and you like and
But that New York
they don't
style
give you
cuisine.
anything. They don't give you anything. There's no waiters. There's no waiters. Like you go fill your cup up. You clean up after your fucking self. There's literal signs up there like, please clean up after yourself. We don't have fucking waiters. Look at us. We just smoke meat. It's what we fucking do. Clean up after yourself.
Who cares?
Shout out
a
peg leg
day.
porker. Honestly, 100%, undoubtedly best food I've ever had in my life. I don't even think it's close.
If you go there and get anything other than the mac and cheese, it doesn't even
It's-
fucking matter what barbecue
would-
you get. It's all going to be good. But
We
the mac
literally-
and cheese, literally,
we
I
just
would
get mac and
fight
cheese to
somebody
go.
to the death
Like
for it.
we get the food and double mac and cheese as our sides, and then we get mac and cheese to go, and that's what we want to do. Peg leg porker,
Starving now.
Nashville. Yeah, it's awesome. Sorry.
No, you're good. Like you're just killing me right now.
Yeah.
But instead of calling this Nashville hot, a joke going around the center, we start calling it Big Stone Gap Medium Cool. Like, there's nothing hot about that. Like, there's a
Big Stone Gap medium cool. Hey, yo, and let me tell you, Nashville hot, real Nashville hot.
You should be sweating.
No, it is hard to eat. We puss out a little bit and get like a mild one because like the first time we went, we were like, oh, we can get a Nashville hot, it's real good, and we couldn't eat our food.
And then there's another, like 6 hours to drive after that.
Yeah,
So then
we had
it's
to drive 6 hours
3
home.
hours in, we're just like, oh my God.
So your elevated chicken experience was not fantastic.
It was a deflated chicken experience. That's why I'm going to start calling it from now on. I still don't understand it. Like, I've literally looked on Google. I'm like, what? Like, elevated chicken definition. I can't find it. I don't know
is
what
it like part of their branding? Is it
I think
like
it's just fancy. Like, it's saying, like,
Yeah, but is it part of their branding? Does it say it like on their
I'm assuming. I don't know. I'm not looking at anything that they have to offer anymore because I'm pissed off.
If you season chicken, it's elevated.
Really?
I feel like it is. Don't you feel like it's elevated?
He said that so confidently. He's like, if you season it, it's elevated.
Well,
so if I put some fucking salt on my chicken, is it elevated?
I bet your mom don't even put salt on her fucking chicken when she cooks it. Mom, like everybody's mom don't fucking season their chicken. That's what I'm saying. And it's just like, and when a white person goes and gets flavored chicken, they're like, holy shit.
It's true.
I know. Those are facts, all of them.
It was not a good experience at all.
Salted chicken is elevated as fuck. That's what they meant.
Apparently, that's what it is.
Salt it, bread it, fry it, elevate it.
I was just looking at their menu. Keep in mind, this is the part that really kind of grinds my gears. Is their menu for the chicken strips? They were $9. So for the parm fries, they were $6. So that is $15 meal.
You know, don't get them together?
Whether or not they cut any kind of deal or anything like that, which I highly doubt happened.
Yeah.
For 150, 60, 70 people. And
but they did want to burn.
Hardly anybody got their food. Like, that's catastrophic. Not counting the 50 or 60 freaking rescue from the bat signal pizzas we had come flying in through the door.
I'm sorry that you went through it, but I would have fucking loved to have watched, like, had an eye inside of that food truck while that was
I'd worked extra.
Just shit getting thrown everywhere, breaking, just fucking cussing all the time.
Well, Travis, one of my dear friends at work the next day said, I've still got one of these tickets. And I know they're set up down here at this other place in Norton. He's like, I'm really thinking about just going live and walking up and handing them this ticket and be like, I didn't get my fucking chicken yesterday. Can you deliver on that right now? I was like, please.
Listen.
Please do that.
One of our mutual friends, coworkers, wrote into me this week that we used to work with and at a call center we worked at together. And he had left and he's working at a different call center job, but work from home. And he was trying to get, I think he was trying to get fired. He never said that, but he felt like he was trying to get fired. And so I kind of just wanted to shout out, knows who he is, but he was trying to get fired, I think. And he said he was going to quit. And then half the people he worked with got fired and he was mad that he wasn't one of them. Right, which I can relate to. Every time somebody gets fired, I'm like, well, the fuck ain't that me? I get to go into the house. Right? And then the reason he didn't get fired is because the next day he messaged me and was like, motherfucker, I got a promotion. He was like, now I got to stay here and be fucking miserable with the promotion.
Literally sounds like the plot to Clerks 5.
He's going to be so mad. I was like, hey, congratulations. And also, I'm really fucking sorry, man. Look, that all sucks.
That's skill. That takes massive amounts of skill. But it's literally office space, right? Like, he's like, I literally do just the bare minimum to get by. And they're like, we need this guy to be a supervisor.
No, man, I really, you know what I live by in that is my complete motivation. My motivation for doing my job is I don't want to have a meeting with a supervisor. That's what my motivation is. It's not because I don't care to get in trouble. The worst part about getting in trouble is having to talk to them. If it was like you fuck up, you get fired, I'd get fired all the time. You know what I mean? Like if it was a computer that was going to write me up, I'd do it. But it's like, I don't want to have a meeting. It's awkward. Because like, I'm fine. You're making it weird.
Trying to add some like weird small talk.
Yeah.
Like,
do that. And I'm like,
let's just talk about the things. So
just write me up. Like, yeah, no, I miss these days. I know I miss those days.
It's like coaching 101 too. It's like you got to make sure that
you fucking put some time aside. I didn't come to Saturday because I was, planned way ahead of time. I woke up Saturday morning and didn't fucking feel like coming to work, and I had some PTO, so I called in.
But like 100%, like you go through like these trainings and stuff. They're like you gotta really break the edge first. It's like, so how's everything going with the family?
You know what? That shit is
how's
stupid.
Everything going on?
That shit don't work anymore.
By the way, you freaking
that shit don't work anymore. People
you
are
did
different
6
now.
calls, or you stole something off the clock.
I think generally people are different now, don't you? I think it don't work anymore. I think now it should just be like, hey,
no fluff. Just
I think you should walk in the fucking room and be like, hey man, you fucking sucked at this, right, this month, right, and you had to do this and you didn't, so I have to write you up. And it'd be like, all right, man, thanks for being straight up with me.
The people I've worked with that I've appreciated the most are the ones that are just fucking brutally honest.
Yeah.
Like if I come into work and I'm doing something and I suck at it, and you walk up and you're like, hey man, you kind of suck at that. I'm like, yep.
You know what? I think I do too.
Yep, I agree.
That was intended.
Yes.
That was
I didn't want to do this anymore.
that way.
I did not want to do this anymore.
I wonder if anybody's going to coach the guy over the elevated chicken. I guess that's a good part about being your own business owner.
Yeah, I think he's probably pissed at everybody else.
Oh, he blamed everybody.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
There was literally a Facebook post that went out, and it was immediately ripped off the web within like 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, no sack.
I bet
like,
it's everywhere, though. Internet's unforgiving.
Somebody's got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no sack. It was gone in like 10 seconds. I'm like, if you're going to bitch, leave it out there.
Yeah.
Scorched earth. Just leave it.
Spotless.
Yeah. Well, hey, we want to go back to it and just tell you guys, we appreciate you all, everything, all the listens. We kind of just wanted to hang out tonight, and just the three of us haven't got to talk in a while, just us, without having to entertain somebody and feed them and all the shit we have to do for them, just to get them to come talk to us a while. But we didn't. We just wanted to hang out and talk, and give you guys some content some shit that we've been talking about. We appreciate all you guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, download.
Even beyond that, one of the biggest things, obviously, we really appreciate the downloads and everything else. But, it's one thing I've been talking with a lot of people, and that's something all three of us has really talked about, is like the one segment we have reading Dave's story about how he basically went up against his boss. We need so much more of that. Like, let us hear what you got. I know everyone, like I talk to people every day, they're like, God, I got like 4 or 5 stories that'd be perfect for
you.
And
it don't have to be work fails, man. It can be anything, shit that happened to you at work, and we're going to keep it anonymous. Like, Dave is not his name. Like, we're going to keep it anonymous with everybody. If you don't want it to be anonymous, tell us, and
let us
we'll
be your
fucking
voice.
say your name.
That's the biggest thing for me.
Yeah.
If you don't want to put yourself out there and really kind of go through, this is my horrible story, by God, we'll do it.
Yeah, who needs to
We
call
have
out?
so much fun doing that for you guys.
Really, man. Unpaid lunch at Gmail. Everything's pretty easy to find. Unpaid lunch on anything, I'll find it. You go check out the TikTok, and go check out all the social medias. We're everywhere but the fuck book. Everywhere but there. That movie where the Adam Sandler, you know what I'm talking about, where they were all chanting "fuck Facebook." He was like at the MySpace convention. Did you ever watch that? Funny People. That movie's good.
Nope, I'm a hermit.
But you look good doing it.
Yeah, but y'all really keep all that coming in, man. Email that to us. Tell us what you think. Everything. We're like
Thrive
to read
off the feedback.
Yeah,
Let's
I'd love to
thrive
read
off
some
of it.
more. Love to read some more about what you guys got going on at work, and all the shit you're going through, just like we are. And it's what's the coolest thing about getting to do this is like everybody hates their job. Nobody wants and it's everybody's really cool with being like,
if you don't hate your job, you're not listening to this.
Yeah. If you love your job, you probably don't listen to this podcast. And if you do love your job, hopefully we can influence you to realize it's a trick and you shouldn't.
You're brainwashed.
Yeah. But yeah, just appreciate you guys. Reach out to us. Let us know, what you'd like to hear, what you got going on. But yeah, man, you guys got anything? All right, man. Y'all remember, nobody's stopping you from quitting your job, but you
Elevated chicken.
always elevate it.